One starlit night and the moonlight shining brightly. All the children gathered around Grandpa Simon under the big oak tree on the far side of the farmyard in great anticipation. They know Grandpa Simon always told the best stories. Grandpa Simon begins,
Tonight, I will tell you a story about the giant who stole time and the dream explorers. One starry night, Susie, Danny, and Lara lay in their beds, the moonlight shining softly through their windows. As their eyes closed, whoosh, they became dream explorers once more. This time, they woke up at the base of the glowing village clock, the same magical clock from their last adventure. But something was wrong. The clock hands weren't moving, the tower didn't tick, and the air felt still. From the top of the tower came a deep, groaning whisper. Timothy, the clock weak and slow. Dream explorers, I need your help again. Someone has stolen my chime key, the part that lets me ring and keep time. Danny spoke first in a worried voice, said, Stolen? By who? Timothy, the clock said in a slow, grating voice, A giant named Ben from Giantville. He took it while I was dreaming. Lara in a questioning voice, Giantville, is there such a place? Timothy answered, Yes, but be warned, only giants live there. People your size disappears a lot. Susie, Danny, and Lara looked at each other. Susie nervously said, So, if we go there, we might never come back. Suddenly, before Timothy could answer, poof, a sparkle of light appeared in front of them. A tiny fairy with shimmering wings fluttered in the air, with 2 glowing fireflies by her side. The fairy, in a gentle and brave voice, said, I am Luma, guardian of lost time. I've been watching you, dream explorers. You are brave and kind. You are always helping those who need your help. I will take you to Giantville, but first, I must disguise you so the giants won't see who you really are. The children blinked in surprise. Danny, in an alarming voice, Disguised? As what? Luma smiled. Leave that to me. With a flick of her wand, the 2 fireflies flew in circles around them. Swirls of magic wrapped around the children, and in seconds, Danny turned into a small bluebird. Lara became a fuzzy gray kitten. Susie transformed into a bouncing red ball. Susie giggling, I am a ball? Luma said. Giants won't notice a bird, a kitten, or a toy. Now hold tight. Whoosh! In the blink of an eye, they were flying over mountains and clouds, and finally landed at the edge of Giantville. Everything was enormous. Trees as tall as skyscrapers, flowers as big as umbrella. And the butterflies? Oh, they looked like blankets with wings. They tiptoed, hopped, flew, and padded through the village. Then they saw him, Ben the giant. He had a long beard, giant boots, and he was using Timothy's stolen chime key as a bookmark in his huge bedtime storybook. Danny as the bluebird, whispering, We have to get it back. Lara as the kitten meowed. But how? He's bigger than a mountain. They watched as Ben yawned, set his book down, and dozed off under a giant mushroom. Susie bouncing quietly. Let's sneak over and grab it. The 3 dream explorers crept closer. Susie bounced to the table leg. Danny flew above the book. Lara padded softly across the grass. But, oh no! They shouted together. Ben rolled over in his sleep and hugged the book tightly. Danny nervously, What do we do now? Just then, one of the fireflies blinked brightly and whispered, Try kindness. Luma's voice echoed gently. Even giants can have soft hearts. So Lara, the little kitten, climbed onto Ben's shoulder and gently purred. Ben's eyes fluttered open. Ben the giant, groggily, What's this?" Lara gave him a nuzzle. Danny flapped gently and chirped. Susie rolled up and bounced softly on his foot. Ben smiled. Ben, "Well, now what a friendly bunch. I've been lonely lately. No one ever visits a giant." Danny flew near his ear and chirped a little tune. Lara purred louder. Susie bounced into his lap and stopped. Ben laughed gently. "You're just what I needed. But why are you here?" They pointed to the chime key. "I suppose this shiny thing doesn't belong to me, does it?" He reached into his book and pulled out Timothy's chime key. "They shake themselves." Ben said, smiling, "Tell your clock friend I'm sorry. I didn't mean to steal. I just liked the way it sparkled." He handed the key over gently. Poof! Luma appeared again, smiling proudly. Said, "See? You didn't need to fight. You showed him kindness, and kindness opened his heart." With a flick of her wand, the children changed back into themselves. Ben gasped, "You're not animals. You're kids." Susie. "We're dream explorers," Ben smiled. "Come back any time. Maybe next time I'll have cookies." Danny, grinning, "Giant cookies." Ben, "The biggest and sweetest." Whoosh! The dream explorers floated back to the clock tower, key in hand. They placed the key back into Timothy's heart. Dong, dong, dong. The clock chimed once more. Timothy, the clock very joyful. "Thank you, dream explorers. You were brave and you were kind." That morning, Susie, Danny, and Lara woke up smiling. And next to their pillows, a tiny silver chime that rang just once softly. Ding.
Grandpa Simon ended by saying,
Even giants can change when someone shows them a little kindness. Kindness and courage can open even the most difficult person's heart. The end.